Welcome to Who Dat. Hanging out with the one and only Just A Gent.
Hey,
What's
how are you?
man?
Not much.
Yeah?
Just chilling. Pretty tired.
Yeah, you would be, man. You had a pretty big drive down here.
Pretty big drive. Good hour and a half from Maitland. It's gonna be a late drive home, and I had a big day today.
We'll represent Maitland. There was a pretty tasty little event that went down at the jail there a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, good old hard grime fest.
Hard grime.
It was pretty sick actually. Just the weather really wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Wasn't very nice to the promoters and everyone that was
Not at all.
attending the event.
I saw a pretty cool video of a mud pit going down though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah, nice. One of our good buddies, Grizzy, actually did a stage dive over that like 2 meter gap from the stage to the fence.
Yeah, that's huge.
He's a bit of a pelican though.
That's massive.
Yeah.
That's massive.
So what's been going on, man? You playing a stack of shows recently, right?
Yeah. Just I finished my like big tour like late last year, end of last year, and then just doing like spot dates here and there for now, and then probably going back to the States pretty shortly, and then coming back here later in the year to do another big tour. So
do you know roughly when you're heading back to the States?
Probably like mid-year, like July maybe, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to plan for.
Nice. Is that like pushing out the current single that's out at the moment, or on the back of a new one that's coming out maybe?
I don't know. Hey, like sort of, I
Yeah.
guess. There is plenty of content. Like I'm working on an EP, sort of EP album thing. Like again, like my last EP was 8 tracks, so it's hard to call it an EP, but like it's not an album in like the sense. So like I'm working on another record. So probably like touring off that, or for like pre that to promote that.
Yep.
That.
Cool.
So, yeah.
With your like creative process, man, touching on the like a difference with EPs and albums and whatnot, like you're obviously a pretty conceptual kind of guy, like, you know, sound wise, look wise, you know, you've got your own little pocket that you fit in, which is fucking super cool if I say.
Cheers.
Do you I guess sit down and have like images in your head of, or like sounds in your head of how you want future things to sound?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Like, even images of everything, like, you know, like tour visuals and stuff. Even though I haven't got them, but like I've got the image. I just need to find the person and like, you know, even the album arts and stuff, because I get to work with mainly one dude, and he's such a talented artist. Like, it's so easy. I can just give him the most crazy ideas for artworks, and he does it. And like for sound, a lot of the time my sound sort of comes from being like experimental, and then getting inspired from like whatever I've just made random as, and then get creative on that. But like I've never like walked into like making an album as an album. It sort of just ends up happening, and then tracks end up really flowing together, and then I try and end up making it work in the end. But like I never like walk in and say I'm going to make a 12-track EP or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, it ends up being what it is, but I definitely do like have a vision, and yeah. Sometimes it gets close, sometimes it's nothing like it, but I still like it. Yeah.
Well, that's it, man. Like you can kind of get an idea and snowball with it to, you know, pretty much any place you like. And the reason I bring up the images, man, like even from songs like Sovereign and like Kiss the Devil remix, like from all the way back then, man, you've always had like really cool, I guess like single art and album art, or not necessarily album art, obviously, but
I mean,
really
well,
cool
back
art
then
that
it was a combination of just me doing my own thing on Photoshop and like just.
So you're doing that like yourself?
I was like sampling other ones and like adding my own little bits and pieces, and then like, you know, I was doing my own thing for a while, and then I started just like paying other people to like let me use theirs, and then I ended up paying someone to draw me my own, and that ended up being like the perfect way now.
Yeah.
It's like I've just got a go-to guy, and I just give him my ideas, and he like does a much better job
nice.
than what I could ever do. But,
That's really cool, man. I'm actually like super happy to hear that.
Yeah.
There's like for myself, like there's you always have like little ideas and whatnot of, you know, like musical ideas that can kind of translate to certain images and whatnot, and I think your music and as well as your single arts have always coupled together like that. But yeah, like I think it's really cool that you've also found guys that you can just give this weird concept to.
Yeah, and they can just do it.
And just run
cool,
with it. Yeah.
And he's I think he's like 55 or something, and he runs a news channel in America. Like,
really?
Yeah, he's just a random thing, but he loves science fiction and like art. So
man, I fucking love hearing about people.
It works
like
out
that.
great. Hey, and he's have you ever heard of the TV show called Dark Matter? It's like a sci-fi show out of Canada. Well, he's done. He done all the concepts for the spaceships and everything out of that. And like,
really,
I watched that show and it's like, oh shit, like this guy's like.
So this dude's just like
deep in like, you know, I don't know. He's not really that deep in like the scene, but he's there.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, I wanna like tonight. Just so obviously for everybody watching at home, Jacob hasn't played tonight, but he is about to in about an hour or so. You're going to be jamming our little DJ set.
I am.
Did you? Well, okay. I'm trying to sound super condescending right there. Geez, sorry, man. No,
huge.
Where did it start for you electronically? Did you kind of pick everything up and start with like a live setup, or were you like involved in DJing and then kind of found your way into the live setup?
So what happened was I technically was like making music first before anything, but it wasn't electronic. It was like loops that I got from a Nutrigrain pack thing. Like It was just like really shitty, and then I sort of from there I liked making music, so I started writing music and singing when I was really young, like eight or nine. Pretty great if you ask me. Yeah. And then after that, I discovered DJing and started DJing, and then I was doing all like blue light discos and like school discos and that, and like making the big dollars, you know. As a kid, I was making good money.
Adolescent paper.
I was like 10 years old, getting paid like $100 for a show. Like that was huge.
That's huge, man.
You know. So like
that's 10-year-old baller cash.
Yeah, I was balling, and I was like using that money,
and all the babes at the blue light as well.
Oh yeah, they loved it. I dropped Flow Rider, and people were just going nuts.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
But yeah, and like when I got money from that, I saved up to buy better equipment and bought myself like a pretty crappy laptop that I could install FL Studio on, and then I never really got into any instruments or anything. I just sort of always just wanted to be electronic since I pretty much got the first Ministry of Sound album that I ever had, which was like the Clubber's Guide to 2007 or something. So like since then I've just been like hooked on. Yeah, it was huge, like the Aston Shuffle and like you know, everyone like Hook and Sling and all that. Like that was nuts for me. And bass clef.
Oh man!
So like all them, like that's what got me into it.
Mastercraft.
But Australian dudes too. Like because I was listening to Ministry of Sound, it was like that was it. That was key. I mean, Deadmau5 was definitely a big influence. But then so like once I started doing that, I just got FL and just started making beats for a long time.
Nice, man. No, that's really cool. Yeah. I kind of came into it from like a metal and hardcore.
Huge, very very. Different but similar.
Yeah, well, it was old boy Skrillex, aka Sonny Moore, jumping ship from first to last.
Yeah,
and
he's
obviously
jump ship back now. It seems.
Well, he has, man. What is it? Make war.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Like it's pretty cool.
He's a huge idol of mine, actually.
Yeah, same.
I absolutely love the guy.
Different, obviously different. Like I don't idolize him as a metal band, but like I idolize him as what he's nuts.
Man, like he's like from first to last. Literally the sound with a few other bands, obviously, of like me through like junior high school.
Right. Okay. Sick.
Yeah. So it's
I never went through that stage. I think it was like before my time.
Yeah. Did you say you never went through that pain?
That pain? No, I did not say that.
I know we're all
that stage. Like I never went through that emo kid stage. I think that was like the era before my high school and my
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You were so ridiculously young. Particularly when you first stepped in, well, like onto the SoundCloud era where you were doing things with Saturn, was it?
Yeah, me and Saturn. We're still actually like working on stuff. He's just like stopped making music, but like he's
that sucks. I hope to God that he gets back into it.
Yeah,
man,
he was nuts.
I loved all the shit that you guys.
But it was like he couldn't keep it up because like he had school and like he was trying to focus on that, and like I think that he just thought that you couldn't make a living out of music like you could anything else, so he sort of just put that aside, which is like nuts because he was doing really well.
He like when I the first time I ever heard future bass or like the term future bass thrown around was like, literally the two of you guys.
We sort of fed off each other trying to make this new sound, and like us and other people, like it ended up just sort of like making like Casbo as well.
Yep.
Like now it's just like such a big thing. It's hard to even make future bass without sounding like someone else has already made.
Somebody's already done. Yeah, there's always that weird little ground that's like overlapping with somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, even the new track. Like I released a track today with another duo from America called Smile.
Yeah.
and like it's pretty future bassy, and it's like rare for me to sort of like go back to that sound, but it was cool to go back to it. But like comparing it to like the new tracks up on SoundCloud as well, it's like this kind of sounds pretty similar. Not similar, but like
where does it,
the elements
where
are the
does it
same.
fit
Like
now?
The synths, they're all pretty similar and stuff, and it's like shit. It's hard to be original these days, like to make this style, which is like nuts considering it's all I used to make.
Well, I think that's it. Like you kind of hit the nail on the head yourself. Like it's all you used to make, so like it's where you are.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you still need to leave a little bit of room. I would imagine. Obviously, I'm no fucking yardstick. I'm just some random dude from the Central Coast. But you'd want to leave a little bit of room to be able to, grow where you would like to grow.
Well, that's what I'm doing now. Like the album /EP that I released last year was like definitely a mix of every world sort of thing, electronic space. And then if I release something else this year, all the content I'm working on is like from all different, like it's like got trance, it's got like I don't even know, it's like got 3/4 music, like it's weird, it's different and it's cool and it's hard to dance to in some respects, but I'm keen to like show people something fresh that they've never heard before, but like it's hard to do a whole album for that.
Well, it's actually really refreshing to hear somebody say that. Like
I think a lot of people want to do that though. It's just such a challenge these days because there's so many people.
That's it, man. Yeah, my music teacher through high school always used to say there is no note combination or chord progression or combination that hasn't already been
I've
played.
Heard that many times,
yeah. I think it's a weird little lesson that I always kind of keep in the back of my mind whenever I'm playing things.
Yeah.
It's really refreshing to hear, man. I'm stoked like that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. I think you should probably head downstairs. We're going to get you on stage soon.
Sounds good.
Easy, good. Thanks so much for hanging out.
No worries.
Guys, this has been Who Dat, hanging out with Just A Gent. Catch you next month.